With the removal of Firehawk, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that something massive is going to be coming to Kings Island. And I'm not talking something massive like, oh, just a bigger hypercoaster than Diamondback, maybe even a giant Mack multi-launch. No, we all know what's coming. It's that B&M Giga. We've seen the track at the plant already, and it looks really nice. I know that this is not going to be the official color scheme. It's probably going to get colored something else. I truly believe it. But if they do choose to leave it that way, I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. It kind of looks bland in my opinion, but the track definitely looks massive. If you look at the shed right next to it, you can see how the size compares to a human if you just look it up. It is going to be some pretty big track. This is going to be a massive coaster. And we know that it's going to be massive because we just recently got a land clearing update from Kings Island and Midway Mayhem. Holy freaking crap. That is a lot of land it's taking up. Look at this Google Earth image right here. That is the amount of land that they have already cleared out. And I don't know if they're stopping there, but if they don't stop there, this coaster is going to be freaking huge. They are going really far out with this thing. That is a lot of land they have removed, especially with Firehawk. It makes sense now. This Giga or Strata or whatever it's going to be, most likely a Giga, it is going to be freaking huge. That's all I know. Now all people are questioning is, how big is this coaster actually going to be? A lot of people are really fanboying out and wanting it to be a Strata, but I have no idea if that's what's going to happen. It's kind of likely, but at the same time, not really. I mean, Kings Island does want to go all out with this thing. I think this is their moment. I think this is going to be that elite coaster that they have been looking for this whole time. And people argued, oh, Mystic Timbers or Banshee or Diamondback was elite. Oh, no. They are not. They were definitely not. They were sort of sidekicks in this sort of situation. Now we're really going to see that big standout attraction. This is Kings Island's year. I believe they are going to have one of, if not the best new attraction for 2020. I mean, of course you have some RMCs coming out, and you know, they might be better, and they probably will be better, actually. But this is going to be that one ride that everyone's going to be flipping over on, and it all depends on how big this ride actually is. In my personal opinion, I have always said the theory that they're going to make it be an attraction between, I don't know, 330 to 350 feet tall, but then have it drop subterranean at about a strata point, maybe just a little over 400 feet. I know they'd probably want to do that, but I don't know if B&M could do that. My buddy Paul Corso believes that this will be the first coaster to go over 100 miles per hour by B&M, and I could definitely see that. I really could, and if they did, well, yeah, that would be awesome. Fury 325 is definitely about to be dethroned by this thing, only if it is as big as we're expecting. If this coaster is just a little step up from Fury, you know, like they do the 330-foot tall thing where they're like, oh, we got you by 5 feet, Carowinds. I don't know if it'll actually beat Fury, but I do believe this will, because that is a freaking massive amount of land. There is no way that is not going to be at least 350 feet tall. That is huge. I don't know what to expect from this thing, but it is going to be amazing. Fury 325, we already know what that thing can do. Leviathan, we know what that thing can do there. Back in 2012 when Leviathan opened, you know, this was the standout coaster of that year. Like, everyone was freaking out. This was a massive Giga coaster. And then in 2015, Fury 325 came, which was the second B&M Giga. It was just about 20 feet taller, I believe, and everyone freaked out over that as well. Just, oh my gosh. So what is about to come now? Kings Island is about to knock it out of the park with this one. So much land has been cleared. And like I said, thanks to Midway Mayhem from these pictures, of course, we got to see over at the B&M plant that there is, of course, track now. It is gray, but I don't know if that's going to be the actual color. In my opinion, a cool color scheme for this coaster would be black track and red supports. But knowing them, they're probably going to go with the traditional blue B&M Giga style color scheme, you know what I mean? And I won't be mad if they do that. I think it's still going to look really cool. I don't really care about the looks. All I care about is how freaking massive this coaster will be. And I think sometime soon we'll figure out that statistic very, very quickly. Because August of this year is going to be the biggest and most exciting and most insane announcement month for coasters of all time. 2020 is about to be the end of that era, you know. There was about a 20-year period in 2000, Millennium Force opened, kicking off this massive coaster war. And in 2020, it is sort of ending off. This is going to be that big final year, with the Giga, the big RMCs coming in. This will be the biggest year for roller coasters. But after this, another era is going to come up. And this is going to be where we start to enter that new coaster war, because after 2020 is over and, that big era finishes off, we'll see those final incredible rides get added. We have RMC Gwazi coming, Zadra, of course, this Kings Island Giga, the Hershey Park B&M Hyper, which, by the way, we saw some of that track over at the plant. It looks really cool. Of course, that chocolate light color. We might even be seeing some more Raptors come in next year. Who knows? But after 2020, of course, those Intamins going over to Europe are going to be coming in. Plus, RMC is looking to go bigger and way better with their single rail models. We might be seeing some T-Rexes, some more Raptors go across the US, or even maybe take them internationally. I have no idea. But after 2020, it's about to get even more crazy. So I think 2020 is a great end off of this war, because we're going to see some of the greatest coasters of all time come next year. If Zadra doesn't open in 2019, which I don't even know what to say anymore, because this thing's construction has been insane lately. They are hauling with this construction. Energylandia is really, really wanting this thing to get up sometime soon. I think they're trying to aim for 2019, but I don't know if they will. It'll be a close call, but they may, or they just may not. If it does open in 2020, of course, it'll be with that collection of legendary rides coming next year. But anyway, back to the B&M Giga for Kings Island, or Strata, who even knows. I think it's going to be a great addition without a doubt. We're looking at a world-class coaster and something that is going to dethrone Fury 325, which has been known for the past few years as one of the greatest, if not the greatest steel coaster of all time by a majority of people. And it's easy to see why. Fury 325 is a forceful ride with giant bank turns, some great airtime moments, and just an overall fun ride experience. But it may be getting dethroned soon by this Kings Island Giga, and I have a feeling that it will, because with that amount of land clearing, we're looking at a massive, massive ride. There was also a concept released a few months back, I believe, called Beast Unleashed. I thought this was really cool. If this were to happen, it's really unlikely, but that would be so cool. I just fanboyed over it for a minute. I know it's not real. It's completely fake, of course. And also, there was a mid-course brake run in it, so I was not too big of a fan of that. Like, why would this thing have a mid-course? No, it's definitely not going to have one of those. And I don't even think it's going to have a helix to slow it down like Fury did. I think this thing's going to try and haul through that whole entire layout, because it's going to have a lot of space to work with and a lot of speed and momentum. And Beast Unleashed looked like it had a lot of great airtime moments. It had crazy bank turns. And I think if Kings Island were to go with something like that, that would look so cool. It was just a fake fan-made concept, but I kind of wondered for a minute, what if Kings Island did do something like that? I mean, it's a massive, massive strata what that concept was. And if Kings Island could be going in a similar route, I don't know. This might actually just be one of the greatest coasters of all time. And I think it already will be if it's as big as we're expecting. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Post your comments down in the section below. How massive do you actually think this Kings Island Giga or Strata, whatever you think it is going to be? I think we're looking at a fantastic ride nonetheless for 2020. And just overall a great collection of rides in general. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, coaster fans, I will see you later.